Okay, waec 2026 physics practical. These are some of the apparatuses we are asked to provide: a meter rule, 2 clamps. Now, if you check my setup now, the first clamp I used it in holding my meter rule. The next clamp now is where my spiral spring is being held. Then here I have my optical pin and the varying factor here, what I'll be varying. So I'm starting with a 50-gram mass. Here I have my stopwatch. So this is how I presume the diagram to look like. So what we need to do now is to displace this mass being hung on this spiral spring and check the time it will take to complete. Maybe let's estimate 20 oscillations, or let's say 10 oscillations. So always start your practical with your serial number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe the first I'll be going with a 50 gram. This is my mass, the unit is in gram. So time taken to complete 20 oscillations. Number of oscillations now. Number of oscillations I want it to be 20. Number of oscillations I want it to be 20. So I'm starting with a 50 gram mass. So I displace this now. Look at my pointer. I'm using an optical pin as my pointer here. Now again, one thing I want you to take note of is how I placed my meter rule. I started from the 0 origin and I scaled it up. I did not start from the 100 origin and I moved. I did not go in descending order, rather I'm moving in ascending order. So from 0 I went up this way. So that way now you'll be more precise with your reading. So now my pointer is pointing directly now my 0, where the mass is at rest. Now. Okay, what we'll do now, let me take off the mass first and get the 0 origin. Let me take off the mass and get the 0 origin. That's where there is no mass being hung on the spiral spring. So presently now, make sure it is stationary. So now it is at 33. L0, let me take that as L0, 33 centimeter. Now if I place my mass of 50 gram on this now, let's check the displacement or the extension that it will produce. Let me try to make this settle. So it went down to 20. It went down to 29. So that means my displacement now will be L0 minus L1, which is that will be 4 centimeter. That should be 4 centimeters. So now let me check the number of the possible questions that we might be getting. Either we keep adding the masses and getting the new displacement, or we displace the mass and check the time it will take to complete 50 oscillations. So these are possible questions we can be getting. Either we keep adding the mass, because now if I add another mass of 50 gram now inside this my hanger or my scale pan, depending on the one you have. If I add this now again, there will be more displacement. So let me make this settle again. So now it has gotten to 27. So L2 now is 27. L2 is 27 centimeter. So if to include that in my table, I'll just maybe make this as D. So displacement for this now again will be L0 minus L2, which is 33 minus 27. Now in this situation, if you notice now, my L0 is actually the greater one because it is falling down. It is dragging my spiral spring down. But if I had scaled it differently now, which means my L0 will be the lowest because it will be rising. I don't know that you get what I'm saying, because that's why I started from the 0 origin in scaling it. I want the L0 to be the bigger one. Now, let's displace this now and confirm the time taken. Another set of questions again. Let's displace. Okay, let me take off the 50 I added here now. So this is one of the setup I presume that we should be expecting. And this is one of the setup I presume you should be expecting. So now if I displace this now, since we have to provide a stopwatch, so let me get a settled position first. Please make sure you avoid conical oscillations, which means it shouldn't be oscillating this way. Let it oscillate vertically this way. This is the normal oscillation. So now I will release this now. Okay, I think. And make sure you close the windows to avoid drought. All these things are precautions. So very good. Now I start. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I stop my watch. And I write the time taken. It took 6.50 seconds to complete. Now, one of the things you must understand about practicals is that you must make sure you always write same estimations. So that means if I am going with 2 decimal places here, I must go with 2 decimal places throughout. So even if maybe your time now ended in 3 seconds, make sure you add 3.00 seconds here, just to make sure that all estimations are in 2 decimal places. That way you'll be getting a valuable mark for your table of value. Okay, now with this setup now, I'll be sending other videos or uploading other videos on other ways this practical can look like. But I'll be moving to, the next video I'll be uploading now will be on heat. Then after that I'll be moving to electricity. So for now, please, I would like you to drop your comments and ask your questions, and you can also reach out, and please make sure you subscribe. Thank you.